Hello, beautiful souls. Today I want to come to you with a question, I guess. Just something that has come up quite a few times in my membership, and some clients have asked me. And that is, how do I cope with haters? How can I cope with people who are nasty, who make nasty comments? I just don't know how to do that. Right. This is really important because it's so common. It really is so common. But the problem is that we are always told to ignore these people, right? We are told, and that's really good. That's, good advice. Of course, we need to ignore those people. But those who have come to me, they have tried that and it's not working. So they want something a bit more concrete. What can I do more practical to help me deal with that? And it is something that is very common in your personal life, at work, in around in our communities, in groups that we belong to, maybe. So it happens everywhere. It's not just talking about maybe, and it's definitely not just about social media, right? Because I have had actually a couple of comments, for me to help them around social media comments. And that, in a way, I know it is so bad out there. People who think that they just can come and be absolutely hateful. But let's put that aside, right? Let's think about the people in your life and how do you deal with that, because that's a lot more real than social media, people who don't even know you. Unfortunately, it is a reality we're living today. But let's talk about the people in your life. How do I cope? Because that is a more real situation, simply because I am there, probably face to face, right? And it is easy to say, it's just ignore them, don't listen to them, just feel good about yourself, right? There is something that I want to share, and a very powerful exercise that I share as a coach. And this is it. You need to learn to detach yourself from the situation, from that person, from the comment, from whatever is hurting you, whatever is now making you feel either doubting yourself, in fear, just not good enough, whatever that has created, right? You need to detach yourself from that. So how do we do that? What you need to do is to step away and become the observer of that. And that is a very powerful exercise. You need now to become the observer of what is happening. And what that means is that you now do not put your emotions in there. You're the audience. You don't participate. You are just watching. That's it. And as you're watching, you are not investing your emotions. And what that creates is that detachment, because you're not identifying now with the nasty comment, the look, the accusation, the lies, whatever is creating that hurt, whatever, is creating that feeling that you need to cope with this nastiness, whatever you call it, because it's different for everyone. Because that's the thing, you see. The reason why we feel hurt is because we feel attacked, right? So it's it's created an emotion within me, and that is in my thought, and now I'm feeling it physically. So everything gets involved in there, because then in your thought, you'll start doubting yourself. You start thinking that maybe that person is right, or maybe now you believe that all those limiting beliefs that you've had are really true. I'm not good enough, right? You need to now look from a distance and you observe what is going on or what has gone on. And now you are, just watching, and you're observing, you're taking note, and you're thinking, okay, what actually happened there? What is making that person say that to me? Do I really want to take that on board? Is it really me? So when he or she is saying something about you, is that really me? Now, this situation actually can be right face to face. So somebody is telling you something to your face. But quite often, it's probably something that you've heard from somebody else telling you what's happened, right? That somebody is, sorry, I'm just putting this up a bit. Somebody has been gossiping about you. Somebody has been criticizing you. Somebody, so it's not always face to face. And because it's not always face to face, of course, now you are creating a whole story around this. Why has this person said that to me? What do they think about me now? Oh my gosh, have they spoken to other people? Are they also in the same thought as the initial person, right? So we are creating everything, and we are then feeling attacked. So we are feeling hurt because we are identifying with that, and we're feeling attacked. And when you feel attacked, well, you want to defend yourself. So you are trying to then just tell everybody that is not true, that is not me, whatever, or you are doing it in your head. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to defend myself out there. So this, when you come away from that, you're no longer participating in that. Just watch it. Just watch what is happening here. What can I do now to create a different story around that? And then what you do is that you detach yourself from that. You do not want to be that one who is being attacked, and you decide that. You actually decide, no, I'm actually not being attacked. Whatever they say, it's not my problem. It's a lot easier to do that when you step away from the situation than when you are right in there. Because when you are right in there, what is happening is that you are emotionally involved. So of course it's a lot more difficult because you are living it, right? You are actually there. It's part, you cannot even think about it because you are right in that situation. So that is a brilliant way of dealing with haters, with anyone who is saying those things about you, either directly, indirectly, it doesn't matter. Now, the second thing that you need to do, and this is similar to, ignore these people, they don't know what they're saying, they don't know you. But in reality, it is to understand that whenever somebody is being nasty about you, it's because they are not dealing with their own issues. It's coming from their own issues. Because let me explain something. Let's just say, even if you have done something that is not pleasant and somebody else feels that you have not been very nice to them, right? If they're coming from a place of love and they really don't have any issues, insecurities, whatever it is, they are going to deal with that in a different way. Maybe they'll come to you straight away, or then maybe they'll do exactly that. They'll just ignore it. Who cares? I really don't care what this person is saying. When somebody is coming from that frequency of love, we look at the situation with more compassion. And this is what you now need to learn. And it's not always about learning, it's about allowing it for you to feel, because we are all love. So you never ever learn about love, because you are the essence of love. What you need to do is reconnect with the truth. So when you are at a higher frequency of love, you're no longer in that fear, in that judgment, in that gossiping. And what you're doing now is that you're looking at that person who is saying or doing whatever is not nice, and you realize that it is from their issues that they are saying what they're saying, whether it is attacking or not, but whatever they're saying, it is their issues. And you need to let go of that, because you can never ever control what people are going to say about you. It's impossible. And you know, this is something that comes up over and over again. Oh, how can I deal with this one? And I've got to go and tell them that is not true. I've got to go and tell this one. Do you know what? It is impossible. You cannot go around finding out what people are saying about you and putting them straight, or going around other people and saying, don't believe what they say. It's impossible. You've got to let go of that. You really need to let go of that need to justify yourself, to, you know, or to defend yourself. You really need to let go of that need to defend yourself all the time, because you cannot control what people are going to say about you, to think about you, to talk, you know, among themselves about you. You can't control that. It's impossible. But that is their issues. Maybe you are a certain way and it's triggering them for some reason. So they are the ones who need to deal with that. Your side of that situation is to start letting go. You need to start letting go, because if they're feeling insecure, no matter what you do, they've got to work on themselves. And whatever you're triggering, it's going to carry on. So just let go. It's nothing to do with you. And you now have to step into that power that you are. The power where you know now in your heart that you are the essence of love, that nobody is perfect, that you are working on yourself. And no matter what other people are saying, it's their issues. It's not yours to control. That's it. Once you start doing that, so being the observer and then letting go, understanding it's their issues, you start feeling a lot more peace. And do you know what? You then start aligning more with who you are. You're more at peace with who you are. And that is the most important piece of advice or solution that you will find here. It's to be at peace with who you are. Allow others to be who they are, because they need to work on themselves. But when you are feeling that you've managed to turn that around, instead of feeling attacked and now having to defend yourself, you look as the observer and you look with compassion. You look onto them with compassion, even those who want to manipulate you, even those who, you know, like at work, and I say usually at work because we might be at a place where, or you might be at a place where you've already chosen your friends very carefully. So your circle of friends you have selected, and that might not happen there. But guess what? If you go to different groups, or if you go at work, or you can control that. And it could be that you are still on that vibration of noticing what some people are saying, and it gets to you, right? So at work, you could still be among those who are gossiping, criticizing, judging. They haven't got anything better to do than looking at other people and gossiping about them, judging them, criticize them, and chat about this. What are you going to do that? Step out of it. Step out of it. if they are doing that, it's because they have big issues. They have issues. They're probably insecure in some ways. Something is going on, and it's a lot easier for them to look outside and to be nasty to other people than actually look within and have to start being honest with themselves. That is the hardest thing. And they don't want to do the hard work. So hey, they go for the easy option, and they think about being nasty, they forget about their own issues, and that's what happens is that when you are in that vibration, you find you attract the people who are like you. This is why they always find each other, and they'll have these cliques where they'll start doing that, and you might feel that you're on the outside and it's hurting you. It doesn't have to hurt you. All you have to do is step out of that. See that as a spectator and look at that and think, well, I'm not going to give any emotion to that, because emotion, remember, it's energy in motion. Don't give that energy to them. Do not feed that situation anymore. Let go. I remember this is something that I really had to learn at some point in my healing journey, that I would somebody would say something nasty and I would have to defend myself, and I remember my healing teacher said, starve them of that oxygen. That's it. Don't reply, don't be part of it, because the minute you do that, you're stopping it, and they're lost. They've got no one to annoy or to be nasty to, because you're not reacting anymore. And it's like you'll starve them of that oxygen. So they will go eventually. Yeah, they will try for a while, but when you are really centered and you know what you're doing and you're not giving that energy to them anymore, they will go. And that has happened to me quite a few times. I mean, now if I'm in that situation, because I'm not really in that vibration anymore, so I'm not in that frequency, that lower frequency anymore. But if on occasion I sort of, I feel that something is going on, I'm off. I mean, they don't even come near me. It doesn't even last maybe a couple of seconds where I feel something, but it's not even in my reality anymore. And let's just say that some people gossip or criticize, because I'm not even in that frequency. I can't even hear that. I'm oblivious to that. So it doesn't matter because, well, I don't see it. I don't care, in the sense that I'm not giving any energy to that. So those are the two techniques that you can take for yourself. Be the observer, the spectator, and see what you notice, but you're no longer giving it you're not involved in it now emotionally. You are not identifying with that. Let them. And then the next one is let go, because it's not your issue, it's their issue. It is their issue. And that is the best way of dealing with people who are still in your life, that you still notice, who are being nasty. And again, as I said at the beginning about social media, it's so awful on social media. And if you choose to be on social media, well, you are going to have to learn to deal with that, because it's a case of giving your energy and having to reply and justifying yourself, or just letting go. Remove them, block them. I mean, do what you have to do, but put that barrier. It's it's nothing to me. I'm not even giving you my energy. And put love into that. Put that compassion into that. Wow, if this is how you are behaving towards another being, what is happening within yourself? When you start looking at it that way, that it is their issue, you see, you are not getting involved emotionally in the same way. Yeah? So I hope that this has helped you, or is making you now thinking about what you could be doing. And I hope that you are going to give this a go, that you are going to try to use that if you have been, or you are in these situations, or you come across these situations and it's still affecting you. I hope that this is going to help you, and I would love to hear from you. You know, if this is still going on and you don't know really how to cope with that, even with this video, you still have questions, please get in touch. Do not suffer on your own. You're not alone. We are all connected. We are all here connected to each other. We can't see the connections, but we are. And so it's something that it's my mission to help you to start ascending to a higher place of freedom, of love, of compassion. And you have to start with yourself. Only you can do this. You cannot expect others to stop being who they are. You've got to start with yourself. So I'm here for you. Please leave comments. If this has been helpful, please put a like, share it. Tell me how you have, found this, or if you've still got questions, because then it will help other people find it. It might be that you are okay with this and you know exactly how to deal with that, but that you might know somebody who needs to hear this. So please share. That would be super helpful for others out there. And until next video, I am sending you lots of love.